Normally, when an election takes place, somebody wins that election, they are able to then go and perform that job, right? Well, that's not the case in New Bern, Alabama, a very small rural town where a black man by the name of Patrick Braxton won the job of being the mayor. Now, he said that he simply filled out the paperwork and submitted it, and he won because he was not contested. Now, I should say, normally how the mayor is selected in that job is that the job was just handed down, right? Now, let me explain something else to you. In New Bern, there's about 275 people, very small town, okay? 85% of those people are black. And so that's like a no-brainer, right? That you would think, oh, okay, well, maybe if a black person is running, they would win. But as I said, that job was normally passed down from one white person to another. So if there are 275 people living in that town, 85% of them are black, that roughly means about 45 of those people are other than black, probably white, right? Okay, so if you're following where I'm going, that is ran like a plantation. All right, and so Mayor Braxton has said that he has been literally locked out of Town Hall. He said that they, the old administration, would change the locks and he would have them changed so he can get in, and they would change it so it's just back and forth to the point where he can't even get in. He says that he cannot get the mail, nothing about the finances. He's just been totally locked out. Now, he won in July of 2020. Here we are 3 years later, and he is still not able to serve. So he has filed a civil rights lawsuit against the old administration, who basically just reappointed themselves, right? And that was led by, I should say, Mayor Haywood Woody Stokes III. He's the old mayor, and I guess he was like, well, I want my job back. Now, they said that his council consists of 3 white people and 1 black person, and they have denied all wrongdoing. Oh, it's not true. He is technically not the mayor and all that other nonsense, right? Now, y'all heard I said it was 1 black person on the council, and y'all already know what we want to call them, but we ain't going to do it. We're going to be nice today. Okay, so in New Bern, they also have a voluntary fire department. Mayor Braxton, he says that I serve on that fire department. Well, he says there's been a couple of times where calls have come in from black residents, like one where a black resident's house caught on fire. And so he says nobody was responding to it, so he went and fought the fire by himself. He said there was another time where he heard over the radio where a black woman was experiencing a heart attack. So he ran to the fire station because nobody was responding. And he said he tried to get the life-saving mechanism, the defibrillator, I guess it is, and it was locked because somebody had changed the locks. So he said he ran home to get his own personal machine. By the time he reached the black lady, he could not save her life. She died. And so he says he's heard a lot of calls go over the radio where the fire department, which it sounds like there's a lot of white people that serve on it, just simply was like, well, we're not going to go and do anything about it. And so, of course, he's talking about how New Bern is very racist. And he said he was also told when he won, oh, you know, their people aren't going to like that, or we got to get used to this type of thing, or basically like, listen, you'll never be the mayor here because we like our mayors a little on the pasty side. So again, he is suing, and the self-appointed council, they have lawyered up as well in order to try to keep the job. So if I didn't already say, they said that they have not had an election in 60 years. So that's just kind of how it runs. It sounds like they had 1 black mayor before, but he was there for a couple of months and was like, yeah, okay, I give up, because they did the same thing to him that they're doing to Mayor Braxton. And so I don't know what will take place there in New Bern, Alabama, but I want to say this, black people, this is 2023, and we are still hearing about things as though it was like 1823, right? Or 1923, where Jim Crow is in full effect, and white people, who are a very small minority, they got that proverbial whip in their hand, right? And they're going to take it by any means necessary. So this is another case why we as black people in America, descendants of slavery, need our reparations, because it's still going on. Things are still being taken from us. That man, Mayor Braxton, is rightfully the mayor, and the white folks are like, well, I know it's probably about 45 of us here, but we aren't going to let y'all do your job. And I want to say, black people, the fact that they say we ain't going to let y'all, have any type of political power, y'all really need to be thinking, okay, well, what else do we need to do here to make our voices heard? So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of this. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.